Psychic messages for you came in by song, a couple songs. Look at the stars, look how they shine for you, and everything that you do. Do you have to let it linger? Do you have to? Do you have to? Do you have to let it linger? So those two came in like this, like right before making the video. Look at all the stars shining for you. Someone has limerence. Limerence. Look at the stars. Look how they shine for you. Everything you do. They were all yellow. So yellow Coldplay. Yellow, the solar plexus, your belly, your pride, your confidence. The purple Corvette. It's reaching men from their 50s to their 30s and beyond. It's not just you. And your healing impacts other people. Just know that. Every time anybody heals themselves, it makes ripple waves. But you guys watching my channel, in case you didn't notice, I got some immortal codex going on, been to hell and back enough times to never go back there. It's just, oh my goodness. You are uneffwithable. You got a big bandwidth frequency. Your healing is important. And men and women right now, this is what you gotta do. Women, I got 2 runes. They were shown to me. I didn't even have to pull it out of the bag. That's how strong they are. Othila. There's a few ways to pronounce it. The 4th one, separation, retreat, inheritance. And Isa, the standstill, which I've talked about many times. Stillness. Right at that time, the battery died. And I crossed the word wilt. So many women feel like wilting flowers right now. Honestly, like we need to maintain our upward tube tunnel of stillness and just being still at one with ourselves. And it's that stillness that magnetizes all that we want. It magnetizes our inheritance. This is it's about acquisitions, benefits. The appropriate action here is submission and quite possibly retreat. So not submission to another person, but surrendering to your flow as a woman, how you feel, your energy, moving the feminine way, moving with the mystery, okay, knowing how and when to retreat and possessing the firmness of will to carry it out. Like often as a woman, you can't overpower a man, you can't dominate a man. All you can do is retreat, and that is your power by taking away all your energy that they were feeding off of. It has more power than you know because men run on the fuel of women. So that just came out that way. Ugh, this goes back to the Corvette. See, men running on the fuel of women. Okay, so this Corvette, there's a whole group of men in the collective who watch my videos. And otherwise, this is a very common theme that needs to get healed. And it's a process. It's baby steps. But essentially, you got to take off your masks. If you want to live in the matrix, all you got to do is stop playing. And the past way of love, it was all a game. It was a game of love. And right now, the women aren't wearing masks anymore, and they're seeing right through your mask. And for men, it's a lot harder to take off that mask because men were taught to hide their emotions. And women want you to show your emotions. It's discerning the level of your emotions and not blaming. Like, don't be a toddler about your emotions. Your emotions that you're asked to share is your truth of how you feel, not about blaming anybody else. And it's not a whining, it's not a childish thing. It's a purity thing. It's a realness thing. treat women, all women, if you wish to exit the matrix of codependent stuff where you're not really on your highest timeline being your true self, you want to totally exit that, stop pretending. And you're going to have to risk your heart, risk your balls, risk all that. So don't put 100% of your heart out if you don't want to risk 100% of your heart out. Stick in a toe, test the waters. But don't say, you know, I don't know why I'm doing this, if you do know why you're doing this. A lot of women these days, especially younger ones, are truly neurodivergent. Neurodivergence, they don't get hints. They don't get signals. No. They're going to probably be feeling what you're feeling. So if you're very nervous approaching the woman, she's going to probably feel really nervous. And she's going to be more feeling how she feels, the physical sensations in her body, more than taking notes about your audition and how you look on paper. I'm very thankful for how authentic the Gen Zs are. The millennials were a little too idealistic without reality being there. A little superficial. So keep it real. Women now no longer want to be approached. Well, if you want something real, you don't start off with sex. And all this goes back to the mother. You never had a relationship dynamic where I'm talking to the guys here who had controlling mothers. Guys who had controlling mothers, your emotions didn't come first. And this is what needs healing. You got to learn how to put your emotions first, not in terms of competing with the other woman's emotions. It's just being good with yourself first before you even attempt to relate with another person. And knowing how to check in on yourself and do a self-mothering thing, because you want a partner, not a mother. And if you're missing a good mother figure, you're subconsciously looking for a mother. You're going to find a mother mate, and you're going to transfer your mother issues onto the mate. And a lot of these men end up being in complete service to their girlfriends or wives and think they are the best guys ever, while they are total assholes. And men do not understand how they are being an asshole even, because it comes out at times when they're triggered and they act like a 2-year-old wearing a cape. And that 2-year-old wearing a cape in a big man suit sets out so much testosterone, it makes the woman feel like she's going to die. And in that one moment where you're triggered, you lose her trust forever. Because you don't know how to correct it right away and build it back so that it never happens again, because you don't even know that what you did was wrong, because you don't know that being an asshole is the same thing as being a narcissist, and that narcissists hurt people and make relationship impossible. So men need to, any man who has been called an asshole before and who senses that wasn't a total lie and total projection, yeah, maybe I was an asshole, you need to do some self-examination on that. And go, how did I transfer my mommy issues onto this woman who I say I love? Something in my teeth. So there's an obstacle in your teeth, like it's like a little hair, so it's a line, very small. That's just that bit of the line left that you gotta heal from the mother. You have to be very aware. And so that means rebuilding your anima. Make it Shakti or Saraswati, a goddess, a mermaid, not an actual woman. Take out whatever woman you're doing limerence on and start merging with your own internal goddess. To have a feminine aspect of your own, so that you are not picking up women to devote yourself to them in the same patterned way as though they were your mother, where you're serving to get validation, not getting the love that you want, and when you get triggered, lash out on them in such a disrespectful way that you make it impossible for them to have any self-respect and love you at the same time. You make yourself unlovable like that. So heal,